What is up, y'all? Definitely doing a Leo and Virgo collective reading. Where are all my Leos at? Leo collective. We're about to do a reading for the Leo collective, and then shortly after, we will be doing the Virgo collective reading. Hope y'all are doing a-okay tonight. For the Leo collective reading, it's going to be less than 5 minutes, y'all. Less than 5 minutes. Where are all my Leos at? Oh yes, Leo collective reading and Virgo shortly after. Rar, Empress Energy, what is up? Hope you're doing a-okay. Less than 4 minutes and we're going to get the Leo reading started. And then shortly after we finish that reading, we will start the Virgo reading. She said, I'm alive and the weather is nice. How are you? I really don't know how to answer that question. I don't know how to answer that question. On one hand, depending on how tomorrow goes, I could be really good. On the other hand, depending on how tomorrow goes, I could be really bad. No matter the case, I'll survive nonetheless. Best of luck with good energy. I so appreciate you. Leo Collective. Where's my Leo Collective? We're starting the Leo Collective reading in less than 3 minutes, y'all. Yes, Brenda, I do remember you saying the first time that you're Leo. Less than 2 minutes. If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. I so appreciate you. If you are a returning follower, thank you all for all the love and support. I definitely appreciate y'all. Less than 2 minutes still. Probably more closer to 1 minute. And ba-boom. No. 3, 2, 1, go. Waiting on that 39. There it is. Alrighty. Less than a minute till the Leo Collective reading. Till we shuffle 3 more times. What does the Leo Collective need to know moving forward? What does the Leo Collective need to know moving forward? Thank you all to the Virgo Collective, the Virgang, for being patient with me as I get through the Leo reading. What does the Leo collective need to know moving forward? It said Leo rising. Nice. I am totally a Leo sun myself. Leo rising. Okay. Yeah, I knew that for Shelly, but that's okay. Yes. This definitely can I have the intentions of these readings resonating or being pretty accurate anyways for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, no matter the placement. But y'all, it is 40 after. We need 3 more shuffles for the Leo collective reading. Uh-oh. A 1. A 2. A 3. They said, I hope it's good. Me too. I need some sort of luck of the Leo on my side, for real. Alrighty, y'all. I'm about to do the bridge shuffle. For those of you that don't know what that means, when I do the bridge shuffle, that is the signal for y'all to send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety. So, here it is. And there it was, the bridge shuffle. I definitely could have done better. I've done better bridge shuffles, but that wasn't too bad, I suppose. Definitely send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety so I can cut this deck. That is the name of the game. Y'all send me scissors and I cut the deck. Oh yes. With that being said, y'all, I'm sure y'all are excited to get this Leo reading started. We have totally cut the deck. Thank y'all for participating in such a way. That definitely helps me cut the deck, metaphorically speaking. And, of course, it's fun for y'all to join in on the live stream without even commenting, no matter the case. Leo, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is your situation. Here is the challenge. Here is your person of interest. Here is the common ground or similarities between you both. And here is the possible outcome and or advice. Alrighty. So, Leo Collective, do keep in mind that we will be pulling an oracle card at the end of the reading to get a deeper understanding as to why we pulled these specific cards in this specific order. What is up, Barrett? What is up, Greg? Mr. Leo? Greg the Leo? What is up, all my Leos? We are going to get into your reading, y'all. Thank you for joining me here at Free Will Tarot. Alrighty, with the Two of Pentacles as the situation, this is how you're showing up to your own reading. I know it's been a little bit, hasn't it, Greg? No matter the case, happy birthday once again to all the Leos out there. I almost forgot to wish y'all a happy birthday. Mine was definitely a little bit over a week ago, on the 8th. Almost 2 weeks ago. Yeah. I'll be 2 weeks, what, the 24th? During the Virgo full moon? About a week. Mine's tomorrow. Nice. Happy birthday to all the Leos, for real. Said mine is tomorrow. Mine was July 23rd. Okay, yeah, I remember you saying that actually, because you were on the cusp. Alright. With that being said, y'all, happy birthday to all the Leos. I'll probably say that once again sometime in the live stream. But nonetheless, Two of Pentacles. And the Leos situation, this could tell me that you have a lot of responsibilities. It could tell me that you are juggling these responsibilities, trying to find balance between them. It could tell me that you want to invest into a certain person, But maybe first you're a little bit indecisive. With the Two of Pentacles, there's a little bit of a trying to decide whether the pros outweigh the cons, the red flags, the green flags outweigh the red flags. Is it good or bad being on the cusp? It's not necessarily good or bad. It's all on your perception. How do you feel about being half Cancerian, half Leo? Yeah, it's neither good nor bad. It's emotional, I can imagine. You said I feel good? Well, there you go. I don't feel like a cusp is necessarily bad. Like no matter which cusp we're talking about. But no matter the case, the Two of Pentacles, I do feel like you could be weighing up the pros and cons about a specific person you're wanting to invest in or someone in your environment. Definitely do not want to ignore the red flags of them. Maybe you know of some red flags of your own, and it's like, do I invest in this person knowing that I might have some health issues, knowing that I might have some sort of restrictions or obstacles as far as money goes? Hello, love. Oh my god, I haven't seen you in forever. Yeah, I live stream like every night from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for the follow, Gabby. Gabby's Corner 1. I definitely live stream from about 15 minutes ago to about 45 minutes from now. I try to stay consistent, but it's not always easy. Since the ban, I haven't seen you pop up. Really? That's strange. I must be really getting some sort of algorithm going for me then, because the more I live stream, the more people pop up and are like, hey, I haven't seen you in forever. Like, really? I've been doing these live streams for like, what, a month, 2 months now? And I've been posting them to my YouTube channel, my new YouTube channel. That's crazy. But, I mean, it's good to see everyone. I don't know what to do about the algorithm. I just keep showing up, and hopefully the algorithm will, happen positively in my favor, I suppose. I'm very happy now. Aw, I appreciate that. I'm going to try to keep, showing up for y'all. But yes, I must get on with the Leo reading. Two of Pentacles does tell me there is a little bit of, and it's my read, wahaha. I feel like that's a sign. But yes, the overall interpretation for the Two of Pentacles, weighing out the pros and cons about this person. Does the good outweigh the bad? With the King of Swords in the challenge, I do feel like there might be a challenge of having a serious conversation with a specific person. I think you're more emotional at this time about having this conversation. With the King of Swords, this is someone, mind you, if you are in the upright position of the interpretation of this card, it would tell me that you're trying to be more logical, trying to be more stoic and less emotional, or if we are to have a conversation, it's going to be less about our emotions and our feelings and more about the logic and facts and the truth of the matter. Whereas maybe you find it challenging to be logical in this situation. Maybe you find it challenging to know that you're in your 100% integrity in this situation. Maybe you're more so emotional at this time. We do have the World card in this person's energy, how they're showing up to the Leo's reading. They are definitely wanting to end a cycle out, and maybe that they're tired of you, Leo, being indecisive. Maybe they see that you have all these responsibilities and you're not prioritizing them. And it's like, well, what do you want from me? I do feel like this person wants to end something else, maybe in their own life, to be with you, or maybe they're wanting to end this cycle that they keep going around and around in with the Leo, and possibly go elsewhere, travel elsewhere, or invest into someone else. This is definitely the end of a chapter in their life. Whether or not the Leo is in their life from here on out, I can't say. I'm not really too sure. We do have the Temperance card, though. They said, I literally just kicked my husband out tonight, laughed my ass off. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of changes I've been noticing, not just for me, but everyone else around me, that they've been going through some sort of either relocation or having a baby or kicking someone else out. Thank you for the follow, Layla. Yeah, there's some sort of something happening in everyone's life around me. I can tell something big is happening for everyone, and it's a good thing. It's a positive thing for sure. But I mean, I do feel like you, Leo, and this person, oh, it's definitely in the air. You and this person, Leo, I feel like are trying to be patient with the situation. I feel like you both are trying to be patient with yourselves. Any negativity in the situation, you both are trying to transmute and create something positive, create something beautiful, maybe some art, maybe music. No matter the case. Yes, my favorite interpretation of this card, the Temperance card, is trying to judge the situation not from a biased standpoint, not from an emotional perspective or mentality, but more so an outside perspective, a not so biased perspective. Let's put it that way. Let me balance out my emotions. Let me balance out my mental energy, my thoughts, my feelings. Let me balance myself out, clear my energy, and try not to judge this from too emotional or too logical. There's definitely going to be a middle ground between the both. Always so spot on. I appreciate that. With the Two of Wands in the possible outcome and or advice. If this is the possible outcome, this is you, Leo, telling yourself, well, what do I do? Do I invest in this person? Another two, with that Two of Wands. We started out with the Two of Pentacles. What do I do? They've got some red flags, but so do I. Do their red flags outweigh their green flags, though? And if so, sayonara, see ya, bye, Felicia. But also, would they be willing to overlook my red flags if I overlooked theirs? If the shoe was on the other foot, would they indeed either pretend that red flag wasn't there until it is totally and it becomes a elephant in the room? Or would they grow to be understanding about said red flag and let you and or allow you to be flexible and change a little bit, to change and evolve with their emotional needs, with their needs in general, as maybe you might. I do feel like the possible outcome with the Two of Wands, if I can get to it already, is the Leo being at a crossroads. Do I go right where nothing's left? Do I go left where nothing's right? wanting to plan for the future. It could be that you plan with them. I'd suggest planning without them, though. Make your own goals. Leos are goal oriented, anyways. If you have your own future, your own vision of what you want to create for your life, this person will either fall at the sidelines or they will stay. They will see your red flag and they will stay. They won't even think of it as a red flag if you yourself are able to overlook their red flags and or just know that people aren't perfect. You know, we can look at our flaws all we want and call them red flags, or we can grow to appreciate those little quirks about people and love them while we have them in our life, you know, because life is definitely short. And I mean, technically, with the Two of Wands, nothing is promised. So it could be that you're, yes, wanting to plan for the future with them. If it feels right, do so. If you know or have an inkling of a feeling, at the very least, that this person isn't going to appreciate your flaws long term, or you're not going to appreciate their flaws, their red flags long term, if there's something nagging in the back of your mind, like, hey, I really want to have a serious conversation about this red flag or that red flag, but you find it challenging to have that conversation, I'd say speak up before they close out this cycle. This is definitely the Leo reading. User 402-079-2936-032. This person is wanting to close out either a cycle with you or a cycle in their life that has nothing to do with you. They're definitely closing out a chapter in their life. And it might be that they choose to start a new chapter without you if you stay indecisive. I'm not sure who this person is to you. I'm not sure how important you are to them or they are to you. But you're definitely needing to make plans. I do feel like something is in the air, though. Something is in the air, and it's... I mean, I know there's one, what is it, a new moon? A new moon in Virgo, sometime in the next 3 days. And then two, sometime in the next week or two, we're supposed to be getting that eclipse. I don't know what kind of eclipse. Is it Friday, the new moon? Goodness gracious. I'm already feeling the effects of it. It's bullcrap. I mean, because I've got Virgo rising, so I'm really feeling the effects of this Virgo. The eclipse is in September. Yeah. A few weeks from now, there will be an eclipse. And like I said, I'm already feeling the effects of this new moon in Virgo. Did you miss Virgo? Or did you miss the Leo reading? No, you did not, Jen. A quick recap for the Leos. Two of Pentacles does tell me that you're weighing up the pros and cons about investing into this person. And maybe that you're wanting to have a conversation with them, but find it challenging to have this serious conversation. Maybe you're feeling a little bit emotional, like, hey, I want to move things forward, but this, and that. This person is either wanting to close out a cycle with you or without you, something that has nothing to do with you, or something that has everything to do with you. They might need to travel to you, I did forget to mention, but you both, with the Temperance card, are definitely being patient with the situation, with each other, or you're at least needing to be. The similarities or common ground between you both does tell me that yes, you both are being patient. that you're not wanting to judge the situation in a biased way, meaning you're trying to ground yourself, not be so emotional, not be too logical either. Let's try to have an outside perspective. Let's try to be fair about this without freaking out on this person or allowing them to freak out on us, right? Two of Wands could be the possible outcome that you end up being at a crossroads. Do I go right where nothing's left? Do I go left where nothing's right? You need to plan for the future, and is it with this person or is it without them? I'm sure once the Leo makes up their mind, there's no changing their mind. Definitely trying to separate and move forward in peace. Okay. Well, y'all, we do have one card. We do have one card that we need to pull from the Oracle deck. What is that card that we need to see? What does the Leo need to hear moving forward? What does the Leo Collective need to know moving forward so that we can get on with the Virgo Collective reading? I said same because they're being difficult. Oh my goodness. Well, we need 3 more shuffles so we can end this reading. A 1, a 2, a 3. Top card, y'all. Top card is the card the Leo Collective needs to see. Here it is. Ooh. Prayer for the Fallen. Prayer for the Fallen. I don't recall the concept behind this card, but I do recall pulling this card many times. I will say that much. Y'all, I need to get the guidebook out because I have no clue. Hope, maybe? Prayer for the Fallen. Hope? Oh, I was just sitting here saying I'll keep praying for him. Aw. That is a good thought. Those are good intentions as well. You know, because just because we can't choose them and we'd rather choose ourselves doesn't mean we can't wish them, you know, all the best love and light, all that fun jazz. Prayer for the Fallen. Forgiveness. Wow. Is this person ending something with you and you're like over here like, well, do I run after them? What do I do? I'm sure none of you want to chase. I'm sure none of you want to chase. Leos don't chase. Screw all that. But at the same time, you're probably wanting some sort of clarity as to, okay, well, if I'm not going in this direction, what direction am I going in? Guess just wishing happiness for them. Okay, we have forgiveness. Prayer for the Fallen. Forgiveness. An angel kneels in prayer. She clasps her hands together, offering a beautiful rose that she lays before her. Her prayer is for the fallen, not only for the dead, but for those who have done us wrong or caused grief or sorrow. We are often reminded of the importance of forgiving, though not forgetting. It is likely that most of us have been wronged or hurt over time, each of us carrying the wounds within our heart or current circumstances. While we will never forget the pain that has been inflicted on us, the act of forgiving releases us from the emotions of anger and bitterness that we have incurred. To forgive someone for a selfish or unreasonable act may not be easy, but holding on to suffering and resentment can be detrimental to our mental, emotional, and physical health. It is important to remember that forgiveness is not necessarily something we do for others, but for our own good. If you have drawn this card, then maybe it is time to forgive someone. this does not mean letting them off of the hook. In some cases, it can strengthen relationships by encouraging boundaries if the relationship is to continue. Experience can become a good teacher. Forgiveness is, therefore, the gift we give to ourselves, releasing us from resentment and allowing us to move on. Y'all, I don't know what kind of conversation you're wanting to have with this person. I do feel like it's more so emotional on your end. It's like I find it challenging to be logical in this situation. You know, what do I even do here? What do I even do here? Where was this person when I needed them? And now that they're like possibly closing this out, being patient with the situation, letting it be up to the universe. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like with the World card to the Temperance card, this person, yes, can be a little bit stubborn if they are a fixed sign or if they have any sort of fixed energy within them. But they're being patient as well. It's like, yeah, I'm stubborn, but I'm also patient. The universe will deal with this situation no matter what. Said, I need to hear that. I forgive him, but he's hurt me real bad, so I'm holding resentment still. I know the feeling, y'all. He's a Sag, Leo, Aquarius. I do know the feeling, y'all. Temperance is a Sagittarius card. So maybe some of you are dealing with the Sagittarius. No matter the case, as the guidebook suggested, it is for our own good that we, thank you, Miss Love, for the nice hair compliment. It is for our own good that we forgive this person and forgive ourselves as well. You know, yes, we could have created healthier boundaries with this person, for this person, against this person, whatever. However, we can't keep beating ourselves up about it. I think the advice here is yes, to forgive this person, forgive yourself, and definitely keep your goals in line. Stay ambitious towards your goals, no matter what this person is doing. If they're trying to close this out on good terms, or they're choosing to close it out on whatever terms they think they're closing it out on, we create our own closure. If y'all feel like an apology would be awesome, but you're never going to get it, there's probably legit reasons for being, somewhat salty, but nonetheless, we need to forgive this person, or at least find a way, write a letter to them, forgiving them, telling them, yes, you did this, this, and this, but I also allowed it. And moving forward, I will make sure that I don't allow it to happen from anyone else. With that being said, Leo, I hope this helped. I hope it was informative to some degree, maybe even entertaining. I must move on to the Virgo reading, though, so keeping on, and also keep in mind, I will be uploading this reading, this live stream, to my YouTube channel, Free Will Tarot 2.0. Said, thank you, so good. Thank you, Jen. Thank you. Hi, I just wanted to say I watch your weekly Cancer readings, and they really resonate. Great guidance, too. I appreciate y'all. I literally said those exact words earlier. Y'all, that is insane. I'm like dumbfounded at all of the like synchronicities in the last few days that are happening for me. I don't know what it means, but I mean, I'm here for it. Am I on the right path? Okay, am I doing the right thing by doing the readings? Awesome. I don't know what's supposed to happen for me, but I'm gonna keep going. The link to my YouTube channel is in my TikTok bio if y'all are interested. If for whatever reason the link to my YouTube channel won't get you there, type in to the YouTube search bar Free Will Tarot 2.0. Alrighty, y'all? With that being said, I must shuffle these cards back into the deck. Needed it for sure, thank you. I was wondering if you offer personal readings. I do offer personal paid readings. I don't do free readings unless they are these collective zodiac sign readings. But also, I haven't been doing the Sunday personal paid readings just because I haven't had a whole lot of attention on them. You know, I haven't had the need to go live on Sundays because no one's been volunteering, and it's like, well, if it's going to be dead on Sundays, then I'm going to conserve my energy and, yeah, just not live stream. Because I live stream every night for a whole hour. Back in the day, when I was still living at my sister's, I would live stream for 2 hours, and it would be an hour-long reading for each zodiac sign. I definitely don't have the energy to do that nowadays. So, yes, do keep in mind, if you do not want to miss out on the readings, as long as you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, which I will be uploading every night, these live streams too, then yes, do go over to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Oh my god, I cannot wait to watch the entire playback of Leo. Oh my goodness, y'all. I so appreciate all the love, for real. Alright, Virgo Collective, how are you? Virgo Collective, I understand how much would it be if you were to do a personal read, however the collectives work. Thank you. I do $20 through Cash App. That is my only means of receiving payment, through Cash App. And I normally don't do personal paid readings outside of the live stream. If that's going to be a problem, then I suppose I can, trade phone number information or social media, information via Facebook or whatever the case. I try to keep it to the live stream, though, if at all possible. Happy solar return to you as well. Glad to see you back. Well, thank you. I don't know what's going on here, but, there's a lot more people that are returning to my account. Is the algorithm working in my favor, finally? Weird. Yeah, I've been live streaming for the past, I want to say, month and a half to 2 months. Wait, no, your solar return birthday? Oh, gotcha. Yes, happy birthday to all the Leos. We must move on to the Virgos, though. Thank you for the birthday wishes, though. That was about August 8th, my birthday. But Virgo Collective, where are you? Although next month? Gotcha. Alrighty, y'all. Virgo Collective. Have a nice evening. You as well, Brenda. Alright, let's just get into the Virgo reading, shall we? We need 3 more shuffles. A 1, a 2, a 3. Yes, Felix. I think that's your name, Felix. That's right, Lionsgate, baby. I say it like that, too. I say just exactly that. Virgo Collective. Love the 2 every time. Oh, yes, it's very nostalgic, is it not? Alrighty, y'all. Here we go. That was the Bridge Shuffle. The bridge shuffle, meaning when I do the bridge shuffle, that is the signal to send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety so that I can cut this deck with them. Oh yes. Said Vergang. Got that from you. That is what is up. Y'all, you want to make me blush. It's been a while since I've had like so many followers of mine like in the live stream and talking like this, and that's awesome. I'm happy I'm doing this. It really tells me that I'm doing the right thing. Alrighty, y'all. I need to cut the deck though. Alrighty, thank y'all for all the scissors and sharp and pointy objects of the emoji variety. We have definitely cut the deck. Alright, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is your situation. Here is the challenge. Here is your person of interest. Here is the similarities or common ground between you both. And here is the possible outcome and or advice. Y'all, Virgo Collective, do keep in mind, I will be pulling one oracle card at the end of the reading so we can get a deeper understanding as to why we pull these specific cards in this specific order. Alrighty? Got told I'm cold as ice earlier, so ice pick to cut with. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. I love that. Cold as ice. Y'all, we're going to get into this reading. The situation for the Virgo Collective, the Justice card, I do feel like you are doing the right thing for yourself. Something is coming into balance possibly for you. With the Justice card, you could definitely be speaking out against something that was unfair or an injustice. I don't know what kind of injustice. I do feel like you're speaking the truth, speaking it out loud when necessary. I feel like you're being fair. I feel like if there is any conflict, you're going to be classy with it. You're not going to bring a gun to a knife fight. You're not going to, bring a knife to a fist fight. You're going to be classy. You're going to do things by the book. It's going to be fair. I feel like with the Two of Wands and the challenge, you find it challenging. Mind you, this is a returning card from the Leo reading. This wasn't the advice. I don't know if y'all have Leo in your charts. I don't know if y'all are dealing with the Leo. Doesn't have to be. It literally just tells me with the Two of Wands that you find it challenging to plan for the future. Maybe there's a lack of clarity. Maybe there's a lack of details, knowing what's going on for the future. It's like, yes, I definitely want to see myself go in this direction, but there's a lot of darkness over there. There's a lot of fog. Advice and challenge. I am August 23rd, Leo, Virgo, cusp. Okay. Leo, Venus, and Chiron. Alrighty. Yes, I do feel like there could be a challenge in planning. Maybe there's obstacles in planning. Maybe people are getting in the way of your planning. I don't know how these would be relatable, but with the Two of Wands, it definitely seems like it's legit. Like, hey, I want to move forward. Is anyone going to allow me to? Because I feel like it's difficult right now to make plans. Maybe you have a lot of people distracting you for whatever reason. You do have someone in your environment. Someone destroyed my plans. Oh my goodness. Okay. I guess that's totally an example too. I do feel like if there are either distractions or someone destroying the plan, it is for your highest good. Either the universe said, no, we're totally rewriting the plan for you, and you're just going to have to trust that this is the right thing for you, that it might not be what you wanted, but it's definitely what you need at this time. Burnt toast theory. Ooh. The Knight of Cups in this person's energy. Rejection is protection. Exactly. Exactly. The Knight of Cups in this person's energy does tell me that they have some sort of emotions for you, or maybe they're giving a love offer towards someone else. I don't know everyone's specific storyline, what's going on in everyone's case-by-case scenario, but with the Knight of Cups, they have a lot of love for someone, and they are willing to take action on those emotions. Seems good so far. I don't know who this person is to you. If you feel like this person is the one that destroyed your plans, think again. It might not be that person. Because we have the Chariot, and the similarities are common ground between you both. There is someone whom you and them are trying to be fair, are trying to be just, are trying to speak your truth, have direct communication. There is someone whom you are excited to invest into and move things forward. You both are excited about this. You both have willpower to make this happen. What obstacles? What are these obstacles? What are these distractions? This person's like, no, Virgo, don't be distracted. We've got places to go. Hop in my car, baby. Same as you. Like, well, I love that you're so enthusiastic, but we gotta do things the right way. We gotta make things fair. Maybe there's a little bit of, time in the next few days that needs to happen, and this patience is like, I really want to plan now, though. Let's move this forward. I'm sure you both want that. I'm sure you both, with the Chariot, the similarities are common ground. You both have the willpower to make this happen. That's really good. I'd say with the King of Wands as the advice or a possible outcome, y'all know what it is you want. Y'all know how to make it happen. Y'all are so passionate about this person. You will find a way. If there is a will, and there is fairness and truth and authenticity spoken in this connection, then yes, you will find a way, no matter how challenging it is to, separate yourself from this crossroad. Maybe you're feeling more pulled in this direction by the universe when you really want to go in this other direction. But no matter the case, there is going to be some action needing to be taken from y'all. Some creative solutions, possibly. Some maneuverabilities. What do I have to do to make this happen in the next week, let's say? Virgo Collective, I do have one card we need to pull from the Oracle deck so we can get a deeper understanding of this reading. What does the Virgo Collective need to know moving forward? What does the Virgo Collective need to know moving forward? Alright, 3 more shuffles, y'all. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alrighty, top card for the Virgo Collective is the card they need to see to end out the reading. Here it is. Ooh, Moonstone. Is this healing? Something about this card reminds me of healing. I think when we pulled this card a few weeks ago, the overall concept or topic for it was literally healing. No matter the case, I need to break out the guidebook and find out myself. Moonstone. That's right. Healing. Alrighty. Moonstone. Healing. A dragon and her passenger descend from the moon. In her mistress's left hand is a glowing moonstone, in her right a staff. Moonstone is a creamy colored crystal tinted with yellow. Known for its feminine qualities such as intuition, passivity, and the enhancing of psychic abilities, it is also associated with healing. If this card has glided into your reading, then healing may be either available or necessary. We do not always realize when it is needed, but this card could be advising you to think about those areas of your life that are causing pain. This distress could be recent or may concern older experiences that have been avoided thus far. Making the decision to heal is not one we should take lightly. It is something that requires participation, courage, and commitment. While some of us might enlist the help of a professional, such as a counselor or a doctor, just becoming aware of our wounds and how they still affect us can be the first step towards recovery and healing. What is still causing you distress? How might you begin to release yourself from these memories or emotions in a healthy way? It's been very healing. Okay. So I just started speaking my truth on my TikTok page, and I was questioning if I should keep going. It's been very healing. Y'all, use your TikTok accounts for sure. That is a big reason I got into live streaming in the first place. I didn't know I would end up on TikTok. I didn't even realize TikTok was an option. But I started live streaming because I really, really was inspired by tarot readers on YouTube. And they taught me I have a voice. And I definitely do not want to miss out on any opportunities to voice my opinion, to give advice through cards, to express whatever wisdom I might have been, whatever wisdom I might have gained from my own experiences. Because believe me, I've had some doozies as far as, toxic relationships. Some were more toxic, some were less toxic. Are you doing signs today? Yes, I do signs every day. I do two signs every day. This just so happens to be the Virgo collective reading, and I do feel like the Virgo collective could definitely use some healing, but also there is some sort of action they're needing to take, possibly an action towards healing. This could be the Virgo collective knowing themselves well enough to know there is pain and or suffering in some area of their life. May it be health, may it be a past reoccurring issue with a specific relationship, with a specific person. I'm sure y'all are going to know exactly who I'm talking about. We get 2 new moons. The second is an eclipse next month. That's so fun. I'm glad. And I know y'all get my sarcasm, but goodness gracious, let's just be grateful for the time we live in. It's a fun time, is it not? I've been going in circles 13 years. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad with the clown emoji I have to approve that. That's too funny. Alright, y'all. If you have to rewind this video when it is uploaded to the YouTube channel, definitely do so. If you have to fast forward, rewind, listen to it as many times as you need to get the information. It's a good time to be alive, ironically and unironically. Yes, I agree. If y'all need to fast forward through that video or do what you need to do to get the information again, either from the guidebook or any of the other examples, interpretations I gave in this video, definitely do so. With that being said, I will be uploading this live stream to my YouTube channel, Free Will Tarot 2.0. Definitely go subscribe if you want to revisit these readings, because I'm sure there's going to be one day when y'all miss out on a live stream. It's going to happen. Life happens. And you might want to go back and revisit it on the YouTube channel. It will be on there as long as I am here to live stream. With that being said, Virgo Collective, much love. Take care. I'm going to end the live stream here. Maybe I will see you next collective reading next, Wednesday? Or some other collective reading between now and then. Alrighty, y'all. Thank you so much for all the love and support, for real. I wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for you. So, yes. Much love. Take care. Have a good night, y'all.